Welcome to Two Crazy Scoops Podcast with your hosts, AO, Antino, and Tom Loflin. We are live and in person, kind of, personally being interpersonal. I don't know what to do. This is our first time being live, and we are going to crash and burn. So have fun listening to that travesty.
So did you actually tell people we were going live today?
I did, and now I have this enormous amount of pressure because normally we just sit back and, if we don't like it, we cut it out. But now we have to be 100% entertaining 100% of the time. That's why we brought in our secret weapon, Tom.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, Tom, you're the sing and dance man.
Before we start, can we just go over all the words that we're not supposed to say?
Don't mess up my mind. I'll accidentally say all that
There's
stuff.
a giant poster that I've made so everyone can see what not to say.
You didn't bring it today, though. I can't see anything. Yeah, this is cool.
Thank you for everyone who's joining us. And like I said, you'll be able to listen to the episode next week. Me and Aaron have already previously recorded an episode last Friday. However, I didn't get to editing it because I have been uploading videos onto the YouTube. The YouTube. And so we have almost all of our episodes available on YouTube now. And so without further ado, we'll start this episode. So why did we bring Tom today? To publicly embarrass him live and in person.
Okay, so just to get everyone up to speed, in case you are not aware, as you know, we had Tom as a guest some time ago, like within the last couple of months. And after that, Antino and Tom decided to work on an album together. And so I was there kind of helping, not really helping, but,
You helped.
I was there for one of the sessions. They had two sessions. So one was in Sierra Vista, and the other one was in Tucson. And so I helped out with the Tucson recording session, but they had already worked together one day before that, so it was perfect. So joint album, I think they completed about 8 songs, correct me if I'm wrong?
8 songs, and, well, they're all demos, basically.
8 demos so far. There's the album still has to be finalized, and I don't know what else is going to happen, but at least that part, we got started. And I've only heard 2 songs. One of them,
yes.
Yeah. One song I think Tom wrote. The other one, Tom and Antino did the music for, and I actually wrote the lyrics, which I'm eager for people to hear that, but I can't wait for that to be finished, because in the finished version, you'll actually be able to
hear the lyrics.
Yeah. I think in the demo, the lyrics are a little bit hard to understand, but I think in the final product, and maybe even add another couple of verses or something to it to finish it. But I think I'm excited for that song. So those are the only 2 I've heard. I haven't heard the other ones.
You'll be listening to them later in this episode, so stay tuned if you want to hear Aaron's lyrics that were heavily edited.
I'd just like to interject that when Aaron says he was there helping, he was just there for immoral support.
Well, he brought pizza, so I can't really...
There was pizza.
There was a lot of pizza involved.
There was, yeah.
Papa
exactly.
Murphy's Pizza. So
Should
Tom,
get paid for that.
Yeah, Papa Murphy's stinks. Cold pizzas. Just kidding.
Yes.
That was good. So Tom, give us your side of this story of recording. How long has it been since you've recorded music?
Since before we recorded together. I don't know, maybe a couple of months. It's been pretty hit and miss over the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Same with me too. The last time that I recorded an album, or I tried quote unquote producing for whatever producing I can do, I tried producing a friend's album, but we could not get it synced together, and we didn't have headphones. So we were trying to do all the recording without actually hearing what was being recorded. And it didn't come out very well. But this album, I feel, what were you expecting to get out of it when we started? What were you thinking we were going to do anything, or?
Honestly, I had no idea what was going to happen. I just figured we'd just kind of mess around a little bit, see what kind of flavor we could get.
How would you describe the flavor that we got?
I would describe it as
oh, no. Tom's
vanilla
comparisons.
ice cream with a little bit of chocolate chips in there. And then somewhere in the middle, unsuspectingly, is a dill pickle spear.
Oh,
And you don't know when you're going to get it. And maybe some horseradish. And I only say that because I tried pranking one of my friends by putting horseradish in his ice cream, and he ended up liking it. So this could be like the horseradish ice cream. It might be very bizarre, but you might really enjoy it.
man. Oh, and wait, Antino, you should give your version of the story as well.
My version, I said on the last episode, which no one has heard because I haven't released it, and we talked at length about this, but I did have a bone to pick with you, Tom.
Uh-oh.
Considering you almost murdered me in a car.
Going 35 miles per hour.
Going 35. So Tom he's like, hey, I need to go to the store. We just got to pick something up. And I was like, yeah, sure. I don't mind driving. And Tom says, no, we're going to take my dad's car. And I was like, oh, cool. Fine. I mean, whatever. Little did I know this was like, is it considered a muscle car?
Yeah.
And the seatbelts, it was just, I don't know. It was built, what, the 1950s, you said?
1969.
1969. The first time I've ever driven in a car like that. And it was a wild ride. So what makes those cars different than the cars that we drive today?
I would say a lack of electronics, insulation. They're not very cushy. They rattle a little bit. And like the engines are not electronically controlled. You drive a modern car, even a sports car or a modern muscle car, there's several electronics to make everything run as smooth as possible. But this is just pure raw energy and power, and everything's mechanical. So that particular car is a little finicky. You gotta do everything just right or it'll kind of jump around a little bit. And because there isn't as much insulation and things in the panels, rattles around a little bit. And the suspension is older, the suspension has been rebuilt, but it's older technology, so you kind of feel every bump and every little turn. I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah, it felt like you were actively driving when we were driving that car. Like for me, I can just put on cruise control and it's kind of passive. But this felt like you were actively participating in the experience of shifting, driving. I thought we were going to hit a dog, but thankfully we didn't.
I guess a good illustration is kind of like YouTube or something like that. It has a buffer to keep things running smooth. Mm-hmm. And an older car like that, you're feeling everything in real time.
Yeah. Yeah, and I thought we were going faster than 35, but we, in fact, were only going 35. But it's loud, and it's mean, and everybody that you drive by is waving at you and congratulating your car. Even in the parking lot, this old lady was like, you have a nice car, son. He's like, it's my dad's. Then we drove off. I was like, wouldn't it be so funny if we just rear-ended them right after they said that?
Oh man.
Like, nice car. Boom.
Wow.
But do you like join some kind of club when you buy a car like that, or?
I know my dad does. I'm not really the club kind. I was in a car club when I lived in Idaho and I had an old car, but I don't know. I just kind of like doing my own thing. I do go to a lot of car shows, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the interesting thing about that is it seems like you can work on it and add things to that vehicle if you so please, whereas the vehicles we have now are pretty standard, I'd say.
You can still work on them and add things. The hard part comes with the computer systems, things like that. That's something I would say I'm definitely not really good at.
Mm-hmm.
But I know some people can modify newer cars, and they know how to adjust all the computers and tune them up and everything.
Interesting. Yeah, because they plug in a little device now when they're checking your car, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought I was going to die. We peel out of there.
I was just going to say, we have 6 listeners right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Not including the 4 phones I
4
have.
phones that we have. Wait, I'm going to log on too real quick.
But Craig is listening, so we need to make sure we give him a shout out for helping to kind of clean up the audio.
Oh, thank you.
In the
yes. Okay. We haven't gotten to that yet. But Craig, if you're listening, thank you for supporting us. And hello, I'm excited for this evening's entertainment. 100%. Thanks for joining.
yeah, that was me.
I was like, why is Aaron on his phone? I'm like, wow, the first live episode and Aaron's just texting people.
No.
He's like,
everything I've been doing.
Man.
And I've been looking at the Instagram as well. But go ahead.
We'll just watch as the viewers drop. Yes. So when we first started recording this music, it wasn't really going anywhere. It was a little bit difficult to try to find what our speed was. Thankfully, after Tom almost killed me, it gave us the creativity to come up with some good songs.
If I had actually burnt rubber, I don't know if he'd be sitting in this chair right now. He says I burnt rubber, but he doesn't know.
Oh man, Aaron, if you knew, it was like a carnival ride. Like, I bet you could charge people tickets for riding in that car.
Probably.
But the accelerator, you do have to accelerate pretty fast to get that thing going, and even warming up the engine. It's just a crazy. I've never driven in a car that old. That's what I realized as well. And as we were driving, I was thinking about the podcast and you talking about doing donuts and all kinds of crazy stuff. And I was like, well, am I going to die?
Well, I wasn't going to do any of that with you, especially in my dad's car. That car is actually pretty wild, more than what it was back in '69. It's been heavily modified, but that '68 Dart, the gold car next to it, that one is quite a bit more tame. It's smoother. My dad had insulated the floor pan in that car. It has a smaller engine. It's also an automatic. It's just a lot smoother, and it has overdrive. It even has AC.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Tom had like a vent. It would just open and it was blowing air on us from the outside. Craig's the best. Good. Okay. Thank you, Craig. You're the best. So anyways, now that we're not distracted, we are ordering food, which is the best thing to do on a live podcast.
Exactly. It'll be here in 20 minutes.
I'm trying to stall until we can talk or listen to one of these songs. So, Aaron.
Well, we got 8 of them, though, right?
We do have 8. So which one do you want to hear first? And, okay, again, me and Tom recorded this, and thanks to Craig, who cleaned it up for us. Tom has not heard any of these songs yet. Aaron's heard, I think, one of them that Craig edited. Mm-hmm. And so we're kind of going in this blind. So the names of the songs are Antino's Ukulele, Tom's Dad's Car, and then the response to Tom's Dad's Car, which is Don't Drive with Tom.
Wait, I renamed Tom's Dad's car. It's called 440 Beast.
Oh, 440 Beast. Craig, if you can go into the Google Drive right now and rename that folder. What was it again?
440 Beast.
440 Beast. Okay, I have faith in you. But he cleaned up all the audio because that's what he cares about, and I, unfortunately, could care less until I listened to it and realized how terrible it sounds.
Craig is a dude I would like to get to know.
Yes. Actually, Tom, he was like, I wish Craig lived here because then we could all record music. And I was like, oh, but he doesn't have to live here. We can have the internet. I referred to Craig as the 5th Beatle on the last episode that hasn't been released yet.
You know, I used to be known as the 5th Beatle when I was 10 years old, and I sang karaoke all the time.
Oh, really?
In Reno, Nevada.
Wow, why did they call you the 5th Beatle and not a Beatle?
Because I always sang the Beatles.
Oh. What was your favorite Beatles song to sing?
I always liked to sing Yellow Submarine.
Oh, that's a good song.
He said 440 beef.
Beast.
Oh, beast. There we have it. Here we go.
So which
This
one?
is why you brought me on.
Yes. Although we can't sing too much because we'll get copyright struck. So, okay, get this. We had an episode with a friend of ours who sang a song in Spanish using the guitar. I uploaded it, and it said that it was like they wouldn't let us monetize the video because it was too similar to the actual song. So I was impressed by him.
Wow.
Craig, we know you're there. Update the folder.
It's okay if he doesn't update it.
I know, I'm
I
just
don't care that much about it.
Okay, so which one do you want to hear first? You
I'll
want to
hear-
start with the most boring one?
Which one is that one?
The one that made Tom fall asleep?
What's that called?
Open Field.
Okay, let's listen to Open Field.
And just have an
Open
open
Field.
mind listening to this. I named it because I didn't know. Sorry.
Okay, let's do this.
It's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Tom hates this one.
I do.
Wait,
It's beautiful.
so who wrote this?
Tom is playing the ukulele,
Mm-hmm.
and I am playing guitar in the background.
Okay.
You can't hear it yet, but... But the mix itself, I think, sounds pretty good. He kind of revamped your
This
ukulele.
does sound really good. Yeah. Is there any singing?
This is one, it's more of a demo, so if there's anything that we figure out we want to do with it, we'll add some instruments, maybe some lyrics. But if you hear the ukulele, though, if you were to just loop that, it sounds like you could add a beat to it. So that's what these songs mostly do, is just give you some, if you're building a house, you need wood. It gives you something to work with.
Yeah, definitely.
Is this song really 2 minutes of the same two chords over and over?
You don't listen to Pink Floyd, do you?
I do actually, but yeah, never mind. Right here, we need a cello.
Yeah. And Craig, too. I was thinking, I put this in the last episode, but obviously no one's heard it. You can add orchestra to this. I give you permission to mess around with this, to desecrate it as you please.
I like it. Depending on what other instruments get added to it, I could maybe
It
write.
has something
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I could definitely.
See,
if
Tom?
you allow me to, I can definitely write lyrics to this as well.
Yeah, I was going to
But
bring
if
you a
you
bottle of wine when I showed you this one. I was like, this seems like the kind of wine drinking song Aaron talks
It
about.
is, yeah.
This is the kind of song that tells a story without words. It's like,
That's why I said open
Or-
field. I feel like a
or it-
samurai out in the...
Or if you add more instrumentation, you can just leave it just as instrumental, but let it be the intro to the album. You know how some albums have like an intro and it's just like it's just music.
Yeah.
It's just an idea.
Yeah,
kind of
no,
like what Rush used to do with a lot of their albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start off with like an interlude.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good interlude song.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Tom, you gotta see the vision, man.
Or it can be the intro and the outro.
Yeah, and it all loops together. There you go. See, Aaron's got it.
Yeah.
It's a good start. It just needs more.
I'm like
Yeah.
the George Harrison to Tom's Paul McCartney.
Or maybe keep this simple version as the intro and then do one with extra instrumentation, have it as the outro to the album.
Yeah.
But kind of like a whole.
Right now, I feel like it's a salad without the dressing and croutons. It's just lettuce. It's just plain. I mean, it's beautiful lettuce, but it just needs some dressing or something.
It needs some tortilla chips. Okay, so that was one. I have another boring one. We'll build up as we go. This was Antino's ukulele. Now this one is more of a just try to see the vision. Oh wait,
No, go ahead.
the food's here. The neighbors are cursing. The neighbors are cursing at their children. We'll wait until Aaron can hear this. His neighbors are cursing at their children. They're violently cursing at their children right now.
No, it's 2021. The kids curse at the parents.
Oh, well, that's what's happening.
It's 2022.
Oh, man. You see how far behind I am? I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Okay, sorry about that. I just had to check something.
Okay, so this is another one. I just wrote this on the ukulele just to have something. But I like to just make little tunes, again, to see, hey, could this turn into something? Could it be something else?
So this is another one that you did.
Just on the ukulele.
Okay, and you recorded this the day before.
No, with Tom. I just did it real quick. Oh, on the day before, yeah.
Yeah,
on the day
Sierra Vista. Okay.
before. So it's
So
just
this
like,
is the Sierra Vista tracks.
yeah.
So they are more mellow.
Oh.
So far. So far.
You're about to get into it.
Well, how many did you do that day?
4?
Yeah.
So the first 2 have been pretty mellow so far.
These were at the end of the day when we were tired.
Okay. So
Like-
what would you do for this one?
It's just a melody, so the dun 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 dun, and you could like play that on guitar, or piano, or add something to it, just like really slow with drums. And there's a lot you can do with it. It's just it gives you something to work with. And I try tossing it to Tom to see what is he gonna do. What does he hear when he's listening to this? If he hears something different, then that adds and makes a new song.
That would be a really good song for a movie, like a part where there's not a lot of dialogue or action.
Yeah.
Just like a montage of someone like getting on a train, then getting off, going to a field and harvesting wheat. I don't know.
That's very
No, it does feel
very
like that.
specific.
Yeah.
And then it's like back in the day, so they're doing their laundry outside, hanging it over the line. I don't know. I'm just
That's what I'm
thinking
saying.
out loud here.
That's the name of the song, Hanging It Over the Line.
Oh no. I always knew I was inspirational, but
There you go. But you see, that's the fun part though, having like multiple people, because Aaron doesn't really write music like we do, and having his input on it is like awesome. It's almost like starting over.
negative feedback.
Negative feedback.
Negative feedback.
This is garbage.
No, I haven't. No.
Man, people haven't heard me violently attack you on the last episode, so I was like, should I release this? I'm like, I'm not upset, but I sound really upset.
So that means the episode you haven't released is going to be a prequel to this
prequel to
episode.
this, yeah.
So are we going to call it the Phantom Podcast?
There you go.
Wait, no, you're still releasing that other one first.
First,
So the only
yes.
people who are hearing this
Or
are
like
those who jump.
Craig.
Yeah, exactly. Craig is the only one who gets to hear it first. Well, it says 8 people.
It does. Mine says 5.
Mine says 8. See? Look.
And I always thought you guys only had like
Oh, look
5
at that.
subscribers.
No, Tom, we're going places. We're not going, to big places, but we're going places.
I was even reluctant to subscribe to this thing.
What?
I'm just kidding.
How dare you? Tom walks off the podcast. That's a great title.
All right.
So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Let's go to a different one. I have 7 devices. Oh my god.
440 Beast.
Hey, 9.
Can we listen to your Japanese song, Tom?
Craig said he has 7 devices.
Okay,
That would explain it.
you can play Sukiyaki, but just a disclaimer, I'm really sorry that I messed up the guitar part.
Yeah, Tom is sad because playing guitar and singing in Japanese isn't good enough for anyone.
Wait. So but that's not going to be on the album, though, is it? Can you put a cover on there? Like,
Yeah.
How do
What are
you?
they gonna do? Sue us in Japanese?
Okay.
We're like totally sued.
Whatever you say.
I don't know. I wonder if. Well, maybe we shouldn't because it is a cover, and I don't want to get copyright stricken.
No, 9 times out of 10 they won't catch it.
They do though.
Oh,
I
I
told
know.
you they got Damien's.
Let's risk it.
Do we get shut down on our first one? Tom, I will say, for as embarrassed as you were from this, I really am impressed that you can both sing in Japanese and play guitar. 12 string at that. finger picking a 12-string guitar.
Badly. Antonio was mad, or I was mad because Antonio wouldn't let me re-record it a 50th time.
Oh man, dude. We're being pressured to play this song. They say they like it.
So far.
No, you
I
did.
like it.
You did a really good job.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I want this to be the song that takes us off YouTube.
Okay.
What a way to go.
What? Craig, jeez. So give us a little bit of background on this song, Tom.
It was released by a gentleman named Kyo Sakamoto in 1963, and it became a big hit even in the U.S.
Wow.
And the reason why I know this song is because I was a sushi chef in, I don't know, like 2022. I mean, that's this year. You got me so messed up. 2012. Anyway, I was a sushi chef in New Mexico, and this guy I was a busboy before I became a sushi chef, and this guy would play guitar Friday nights, and one day I said, hey, can I just play a song? I'm just dying to play a song, and he said, okay. So I played this song, and that's how I became a sushi chef, because my boss said, if you can learn how to play the guitar and sing in Japanese by yourself, you can learn how to do sushi. So every day I was required to sing this song or I was fired.
Oh wow.
Well, you
I was
do a
wondering.
really good job.
Yeah, I was
man.
wondering how you learned the lyrics. That's awesome. It is a slower song, so it's kind of. It's not. I guess that would make it a little bit easier.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I figured
Right?
learning
Well, what if
this
it was
song would help
Japanese
me
rap?
learn Japanese. No, I can't do that. That's way too fast.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's a nice song.
I liked it.
And just a side note, when that, I'm not sure about the Japanese version, but there was like a version of that song that was translated into English that came out in the 70s. And so that was the first version of it that I heard.
Mm-hmm.
It was like an R&B song. Then I went back and heard the original song much later. But I love the song because it's just familiar. That melody is very familiar. So
Yeah. So good job, Tom. I want to keep that on the album because it sounds so good.
Can we re-record it?
No.
Oh, man.
That's it. No,
But
I'm just
the
kidding.
thing
We
is-
can
Wait,
record.
but
I
here's-
have a version I recorded years ago that has like drums and the guitar and bass and everything, and it's like way better than this recording.
I like just the 12 string. It's great.
Man.
well, we
But-
should at least hear that version.
Yeah.
We
You
should
can
listen to it.
You can re-record. We're going to re-record all these songs though.
Oh, okay, that works.
So again, I'm just going to basically say what I said in the last episode. I'm just going to take all these demos and give them to you, and then you can write whatever you want and make them longer, shorter, add things, and then we'll go and record it. Like,
Sounds good.
yeah.
Got you. That makes sense.
So which,
Also, so far the songs. So I hadn't heard those other two songs before that one, and now this one. So far they're very mellow songs, which is to me a huge contrast from when I was with you all on that Friday, and the stuff that came out of that one was very different. So it's interesting to hear how this is gonna sound when it's done.
Yeah.
It's
So
quite the contrast.
does this freestyle have any lyrics in it?
no, it's
Okay.
just a beat or whatever. Just something I slapped together in like 2 minutes. And
Okay, Tom, we're going to listen to it. This is a beat that me and Aaron haven't heard. It's supposed to be a freestyle that Aaron's going to do. The food is here.
yes.
The food is here. I said the food is here.
Okay, stop. Just stop. I'll freestyle to this, but I can't do it live
Taco
because
Bell.
Come on.
No.
Man.
no, because we can't edit live. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be heavily edited.
Food is here. Tom's hungry.
But see, the thing is, this has nothing. Like, this doesn't sound anything like the previous songs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is your own personal album that we'll make for you.
Oh, this is my album?
Yeah.
This song is going on my album?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, I'll take it.
You get an album, and you get an album.
Everybody gets an album.
Well, I like the beat, Tom.
Thanks.
Also, I was hoping that you could put like some little things in, like when we do the final recording.
Like what?
I don't know. Like, describe them as jinglies in the last one. I don't know what to add. Very mysterious.
I like it. It just doesn't fit with everything else, but I like it.
That's fine. I just want to let you know.
I am a man of many flavors, Aaron.
No, I understand
What's
that.
this flavor?
I understand that, but it's just no. But at the same time, when you putting together an album, like, don't you want it to kind of sonically?
Oh, no
resemble-
No.
way, dude. Just kick all
No.
that to the curb.
Well, that's fine. I was just asking.
We're not Mariah Carey, okay?
Well, well, no, it's not that. It's just, you know, it's so funny. One of the best-selling albums of all time sound completely. Like, each song sounds completely different. Like Thriller, every song is different. So.
Well, I just wanted to throw that in there so we had more content.
So, whose side of the story, the song, do you want to hear first? Mine, which is the accurate version, or Antonio's?
Should we do that, or should we play Lost Phone first? Because I want to go
Wait, which song?
slow,
okay,
and
yeah,
then I want
let's
to build
do-
up.
Which
Let's
song
do
were you talking
Lost
about?
Phone. It's been stuck in my head, and I've been dying to listen to it again.
I want
Lost
to
Phone.
end. I don't know. Okay, what's the vote here? Do you want to end with Tom's voice or Stupid People?
We should end with Stupid People.
Okay.
No, I agree, because you can hear the lyrics a little bit better on Stupid People.
Okay. Well, you couldn't hear it because it was over Zoom, but now that you're in person, I'm sure it'll blow your socks off. So we're gonna go to Lost Phone.
Oh, I love this song.
That's okay. That's what they do in.
Okay, here we go. Where is my phone? Where could it be? Where did I leave that thing this time? I'm all alone in sea of melancholy. I'm trying to call it, but I don't hear the chime. I'm having separation anxiety. There is so much perplexity. Oh shoot, my phone is on mute. It could be on a mountain or a butte. I finally found it. It was in my pocket, in the pants that I wore yesterday. I'm glad it's here. Now have a beer.
told Tom to channel his inner Jim Morrison on this one. The food's here.
Food's here.
Yes, we should write a song about that.
Yeah.
That should be the song that we add. The food is here. So if you hear a lot of, sorry, as I clear my throat in the mic, we ordered food, so we're eating and chatting at the same time. Sorry.
On that song, we could add some more lyrics to it, and we could make it super long. Like we could make that a 15-minute song. Just kidding. But what do you want to add to it, Tom? What more could we do with it?
Man, I don't know. I think I'd maybe just a couple more verses. I think I actually wrote some, but I can't remember. I'm too hungry to think. The food is here. I'm glad because I felt like my end was near.
Hey, we have a few more people in the comments too.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So Taco, I don't know who that is. Who's Taco?
Let me see.
I can't see the picture. And Judy just joined too.
I don't know who sues you in Japanese. Yeah, I don't know who Taco is. But hey, shout out to Taco and Judici. So, this was good food. I'm trying to keep the podcast interesting. So, Tom, get the heck out of here. You can eat in the corner if you want. Don't eat in the bathroom.
Just have to grab a paper towel.
Anyways,
grab a couple of them.
Aaron, we're doing a live podcast here.
Sorry,
Keep the content going.
we're distracted.
You know any good jokes lately?
So those are the so those were the 4 songs that have been recorded so far. That was the day before.
That was the day after. We did Tom's voice. I mean, the phone song. Remember we were sitting there while he was singing?
Oh,
that?
you're right. You did. You're right. So are there any more songs from Sierra Vista then?
Yes.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Some really good ones.
All right, cool.
So since we're eating, I'm just going to play the music, and then we'll react to it afterwards.
Sounds good.
Okay. So really quickly, what's the next song?
It's Isaiah. Nice.
Oh,
That's Taco.
okay. Okay, that's Taco. Okay.
Shout out to Isaiah.
Hey, we got A&A. She joined in.
Okay, so now we're going to do Tom's dad's car. Tom almost killed me, and we wrote a song about it. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Good thing that sentence wasn't recorded. Oh, no.
It was. Good thing that
sentence
wasn't recorded.
Everybody's going to be like, where are they talking from? Antonio was stereo in my father's car. His face turned white when that beast fired up, and we hadn't gone far. He was shaking and shivering like the beast we
You tell me.
That was me screaming at Tom because no matter how many times we recorded it, it wasn't good enough. Tom's mouth is full of quesadilla right now.
And it's amazing.
Heaven, I'm in heaven. So, Aaron, what do you have to say to react to this song?
I like it. Wait, didn't I? No, I didn't hear that one.
No, you didn't hear that one.
Yeah, I like it. That's a little bit more up-tempo. It's a little bit more in line with what we kind of recorded Friday.
Did you hear the lyrics, though?
No.
Oh, my God!
You'll have to play it again.
You're sitting here on your phone the whole time. You're missing the content.
Do you know what I'm doing? I reposted. Yeah.
Oh, so these people had to subscribe to us in order to.
Yeah,
Yes!
exactly. And I reposted the live thing. So I'm doing stuff for the podcast.
Yeah, but you need to be on the podcast. Me and Tom have already heard this. We wrote it.
Oh man. Well, I'll listen to it again later.
Wow, that just ruins the whole thing. So the lyrics are Antonio was scarioed in my dad's car.
Yeah.
If you don't listen to the lyrics of this song, you lose complete context for the next one.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So sorry. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope the people at home listen to it. They're all busy chatting. They're not even listening to the podcast either.
I'm just letting a few people know that we're live. And if they want to join in, they're more than welcome to. That's all I'm doing, man.
Way to go, Aaron.
Yes. Gosh.
Okay. You want to hear the next one then, since you have no context?
Yes, I do want to hear the next one because it'll probably be funny because I won't understand it.
Yeah, you won't get it. So this is my response to Tom.
Wait, but if I know what the song is about, so why wouldn't I get the next song?
What's the song about?
Well, it's about you being terrified when.
Oh
when you're
yeah,
driving.
okay. So
I will still get the song.
Tom wrote that song, and this is my response to Tom's song.
Okay, and what is it called?
Don't Drive with Tom.
Okay.
Don't drive in your friend's car.
What? Why?
If it was built in the 60s.
What?
Cause he'll drive like he owns the road.
No, I don't.
And like he is also in his 60s.
But old people drive slow. This song is inaccurate.
The road is a dangerous place to go.
It wasn't that bad.
So never go alone. And definitely don't go with Tom.
Wow.
I see.
Oh, no, no.
Yes.
I mean, you can go if you want to, but you'll regret it.
Because everybody else but Antonio wants to go.
I love how he has his own response in
I
your
mean,
song.
You should see how many animals he hits just on a Sunday drive.
What?
You know? Just a Sunday
That
drive.
was all in your... How could you even know? You had your eyes closed the whole time. Antonio was grabbing onto the dash for dear life. He reminded me a bit of Barney Fife.
I had to look up who that was, by the way.
That just gave me a heart attack. Was that a joke? I know you're trying to be funny, but come on, man.
I've never. I mean, I know who he is. I just didn't know what his name was.
You've never watched the Andy Griffith Show?
I did, yeah, but I'm not like a religious follower of the actors/actresses in the.
You don't have to
I'm
be a religious follower to know who the two main characters are.
I'm actually surprised you knew who it was. That's way before your time, too. It's way before mine, but I'm just saying.
I know a lot of stuff before my time. I'm like a 60-year-old in a 30-year-old body.
Then why are you judging me? He's in the Apple Dumpling Gang, which is a movie I used to watch as a kid all the time. So I do know who it is. I just didn't know what his name was.
Wait, the who?
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
I never heard of them.
It's like a Disney film. No. It's a Disney film.
Oh, I never heard of that. I heard of the Buttercream Gang. You remember that? Huh? No? Okay.
To kind of go back on topic slightly, it's like the train is derailed and I'm putting one side of the train back on the rails. We should do a poll where you post a picture of my dad's car and ask how many people would be terrified of it or how many people would love to ride in it.
That would require them to be on Instagram. You know what? This is a good point, Tom. I'm going to look into how to do online polls. There is a website you can go to, and people can live poll things.
Yeah. So I wonder if there's a way with OBS, can you stream to Instagram and to YouTube at the same time?
So there is a plugin that you can get for your computer, because even with my computer right here, OBS, the program, does not, I mean, if we want to really get it, this is really boring stuff, but OBS doesn't record the audio coming out of your computer. It only records stuff going in. And so I had to download a program that would allow me to stream that music right before we started.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's the same as that concept.
Okay. And so we can do Instagram. We should do Instagram next time, too.
I don't know how to do that. I would have to get the OBS stream to go into it, so I'd have to look on YouTube videos. And
Gotcha.
I did look into it today, though. You can't do it off a browser.
You can't?
You can't.
Oh,
no.
okay.
So usually it's like you can open the browser and
Gotcha.
choose which one you want to use. That would be OBS. Anyways, now that we did, like Tom said, get completely off track, I like that song because I wrote it.
Oh, Craig said livepolls.org.
Livepolls.org?
Mm-hmm. Hey, we got Leah here, too.
So what's live? Man, this better be an actual site. If you're gagging me, man, I swear.
Livepolls.org.
Oh, .org.
Yeah. Did you do .com?
It wasn't a website.
Yeah.
Let's see, the other things I could have been doing tonight.
Live poll. I can't. We'll figure this out later.
Oh, it was a joke.
You idiot! What the
I
heck?
thought it was for real.
Stop reading the chat.
Okay, I'm putting my phone down.
Anyways, back on track. Livepolls.org.
I thought it was for real. I was like, oh, that sounds right.
Yeah, let's look up websites on live.
Hey, it could have been much worse.
It could have been. But anyways, so yes, that was that song. Now we're going to go into the next ones. That was Don't Drive with Tom. Tom's Dad's Car. We've got 2 songs left. We have Tom's Voice and Stupid People. We're going to listen to Tom's voice first.
Yes.
Give us a little background before we play it, because I'm not going to have us speak over it. I'll just play the audio.
Oh, okay, cool. Tom's voice. So this is the session that we had when we were all together in Tucson recording. This was like a couple of Fridays ago. And so the way it started off is Tom started off playing the bass, I think, for the song, right? It was the bass?
Yeah.
And then Antino did the drums. And I said, hey, I wanted to write at least one song. And so I wanted to write lyrics to the song. And so, and this is a repeat of, for the people who are listening live, I actually tell this story in the episode that hasn't released yet. So I'm repeating myself. But what happened was Antonio was like, write a song, write the lyrics in Tom's voice. And so instantly what I did was I tried to put myself into Tom's head and say, okay, if I was Tom, what would I write about? And so I created this story.
That has nothing to do with Tom.
Technically, no, but like maybe...
Tom is a good, upstanding citizen.
He is, but if he wasn't,
He's
this would be... But if he wasn't, this is what his life would be.
It should be called Tom's Evil Voice then.
Well, the titles are a work in progress. We might change it up. I don't know. That just sounds kind of dark, though. Tom's Evil.
Hey, guys, we released our new album, Live a Little, with our hit song, Tom's Evil Voice.
So,
and if that isn't off-putting, wait till you hear the rest of the album.
I like Tom's voice. It's very simple.
Yeah, it is.
Ambiguous.
It is. It's a story, but it's made up, of course. It's completely fictional, but, I could see, I imagined it really happening. So
Okay.
and that's a good thing. That's not bad at all, Tom. So hopefully you don't take that the wrong way.
take it every wrong way possible.
And also, I'd just like to add that none of us proofread. I did not. Well, I
We'll tell
read
you
exactly
afterwards.
what was on the page, and then Aaron was like, "Why'd you say that word?" And I'm like, "Because that's what you sent me. I don't know. This song's weird anyway. I was just going with it." Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is Tom's voice.
You guys have not heard this mix yet, so I'm interested to see what you guys have to say.
Wait, I thought I did hear it.
You heard it. Just why correct me? Why not just go with it? Aaron?
I'm just
Come
asking. I'm just asking. Okay. Fine.
on. Well, actually, I heard it before. Thank you. The audience now knows you heard it before.
Technically.
I can't believe I'm doing this. I love it though. This is the best song ever.
Red light is on. And it says it's Tom.
Aaron, you just went up like 10,000 points in my book.
Voices in his head, so high up off the ground, don't know what they said. The night is red, yeah, the night is red. Tires grip the street, even with no tread. The boss is dead, said the boss is dead. He drank up all the liquor and it went to his head. The people fled, yeah, the people fled. Flashing red and blue, gotta get out instead. In his head, so high up off the ground, he don't know what they said.
I like that last one.
So I'm sitting
I
there.
was trying my best to hold it in while he was recording.
Yeah. We were both like in stitches.
We had to fight you and Tino
Oh,
to
that's
get that
right.
song on the podcast. You're
Yeah.
like, we can't play that. It's too dark. We're like, come on, man, put it on.
Drank up all the liquor and now he's dead. Where did you get this inspiration from, Aaron?
I don't think that's what it said. That's not the words, is it?
No, it's
No, it's
drank up all the liquor and it went to his head.
yeah, exactly. And that was because the boss was dead, I think.
How do you feel about your current employment, Aaron?
Aaron can't even explain his own song. He was like, I don't know. I was just Bob Dylaning the thing and making random words rhyme.
No, I did. I really did. It's a story. There's actually a story. So for the final version, there should be at least one more verse to kind of finalize what happens. But,
There should be something in the middle. I feel like the last couple of verses was a good ending.
How did you feel about how your voice sounded in the song?
It was a little quiet.
But I like the effects he put on it, though. It sounded really cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that.
yeah. No, I was.
Made it sound like an actual band almost.
I love it. And every time I hear it, I laugh because it's so ridiculous.
Well, he put monies in the trunk, but it auto-corrected to monkeys.
Oh yeah.
So Tom's there and he's like, monkeys in the trunk. We're like, what the heck?
I'm like, what? I was like, no,
The
Tom.
money.
Are
the
you following
money.
the story? You have the money in the trunk.
Like, man, this is getting
I was
wildly out of
just
control.
so into it. I didn't think, it's like
No, it's all good. I don't know.
It's kind of like when you're doing voice acting, which I haven't done professionally, but I've heard stories of like the director or whatever saying, "Excuse me, can you sound more like a tree?" A tree? Yes. How can you not see my artistic vision? Sound like a tree.
You need to write a song where Tom sounds like a tree now.
Okay,
It's like Tom, sound like a tree.
noted. That would be the next song.
Man, I just thought of a joke. Mind if we take a short break so I can tell you a joke?
Sure.
So there's this
Oh,
guy
no.
driving down the freeway, right? And he's got a monkey in his passenger seat. And a cop sees him and pulls him over, and he's like, dude, what are you doing? You got to take that monkey to the zoo. And he's like, oh, okay. A couple of days later, he sees the guy driving down the highway again with the monkey in his passenger seat. And he's like, sir, I told you to take that monkey to the zoo. He said, I already took him to the zoo. Now we're going to Disneyland.
Nice.
You know, that reminds me of, I don't know what you call it. When I was studying psychology for some random reason in my like late teens, I had come up with a scenario to just kind of judge people's motives, things like that. Mind if I share it? It's not too long. So I'm going to ask both of you what your interpretation of this story is.
Oh, I hate these ones. It's
No.
like, there's this box. What size the box? The box is little.
Right, yeah,
it means
yeah,
you
yeah.
hate your parents. Oh.
No, it's a little more intelligent than that. Your monkey joke kind of reminded me of this. So, imagine you walk out of your house and the sky suddenly turns really dark and cloudy. And then it starts raining monkeys. And those monkeys start running around putting things in people's mailboxes. How do you interpret that?
What do you mean, how do I interpret that?
Like, what does it make you think of? What does it make you feel?
I
Like,
think I'm
what does
listening
it
to a story by
represent?
Tom.
You didn't tell us we needed to drink before we did this. I would have had some. Okay, let me see what I got in the cabinet.
Some salsa.
I got some brandy. Anybody want some brandy?
All right, well,
Okay, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, let me think again. Okay, monkeys falling, raining down.
it's sunny and then it suddenly gets cloudy. Monkeys rain down and start putting things in people's mailboxes.
Okay, and so what does that mean?
Yeah, what does it represent to you? Like, it just kind of sees how far out of the box you can think.
Like actual monkeys.
Yeah,
And they're not just like splatting on the ground as soon as they hit it.
right.
So they're gracefully floating to the earth and delivering mail.
So what this tells me about Antino is that he likes to overthink everything,
That's why I hate this stuff.
and
It's like,
he overanalyzes and tries to see everything in black and white. Would that be accurate?
I guess, I don't know.
So
Don't ask
so
Aaron.
this-
Like I
Aaron's
said,
not
I
my
made this up
fan.
when I was like 17, so
No, I'll tell you what it reminds me of. It reminds me of what I thought of was stimulus checks. That's what I thought of.
your answer...
Because
Oh, go ahead.
you know, you said it was bright and sunny, then it all of a sudden got really cloudy. So that's like when the pandemic first broke out. And then we all got stimulus checks soon after that. So that's like the monkeys delivering our mail. That's what they were delivering.
Please tell me Aaron's an idiot.
Actually, his answer is very close to the best answer I've ever heard to this question. My friend's dad thought about it for like 2 seconds, and he said, I'll tell you what I think about it. The bright and sunny sky is everyone's disillusion that everything is okay. The dark sky is the reality of the darkness and corruption in the world. And the monkeys are the overabundance of politicians running around, and the things they're putting in people's mailboxes are propaganda and lies. And I just sat back and I was like, that was really deep for coming up with that in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I just hate these things because inevitably they're like, you're an idiot. You overanalyze stuff. You hate people. And all your friends hate you.
I didn't say you hate people. You just, you try to look at everything realistically.
The monkeys would splat on the ground, Tom. You'd have a bigger mess to clean up.
Oh, wow.
The only thing that would break their fall would be the piles of monkeys that gradually built up to the sky, and they would walk on them down to the earth and deliver mail.
That was the most random thing ever. Now everybody, all 2 people that are listening to this podcast are going to be like, hey, guess what? I heard this story about these monkeys and they were putting stuff in. No, wait, that's the wrong order. Well, just listen to this. This is this really cool guy named Tom.
There's another one that someone told me, and it was like, okay, so and it was a series of events that happened. And each event was supposed to like symbolize how you deal with things, and I was like,
Yeah, I remember one of those vaguely, but I don't remember all the details, like each step.
It was
so
like,
I'm not
you
gonna
open
tell.
a box, what color's the box? It's like green. Oh, man, that's depressing.
The one I heard was like you're stuck in a cave, and you open up your bag because you have candles in there. How many candles do you have in your bag? And then you see your way out of the cave, and when you come to the cave, you're outside in the valley. Describe the valley. How does it look? And then as you walk through the valley, you come across a house. How does the house look? And then you go inside the house, and you see a table with chairs. How many chairs are at the table? And then you walk outside the house, and then all of a sudden a giant coffee cup lands on top of you. How do you get out of the cup? So those are the questions. And so the number of candles that you choose in the beginning represents how many friends you need at any given point. So some people say, I just need 1 candle. Others say, I need a whole bunch of candles, as many as I can get. And then the valley that you see when you exit the cave is supposed to represent where you feel your life is right at that moment. So if either the sky is sunny and it's blue, or it's dark and rainy. And then the house, I forgot what the house means, but the table in the house and the number of chairs is how big you see your family being. And then when you leave the house and then the coffee cup falls on top of you, how you get escape represents how you handle problems. So some people just lift the cup up and just walk out. Other people panic and try to break it and beat it or whatever. So
I was going to break the cup, to be honest.
you're going to break it? So
I was just going to lift it up.
Yeah. So that's kind of describes like how you would handle problems. So Tom just lifts his problems up and continues walking, and Antino just smashes his fist into the side until it
I told
breaks.
you, I lose again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a terrible person. Terrible people should not be taking these tests.
Yeah.
I love psychology. Just dial in right now to get unsolicited psychological evaluation.
Yeah, from Tom.
From Tom's evil
Tom's like-
voice.
So I'm a little perturbed by your answers, but yeah.
Oh man.
Should I be concerned?
Yeah, give unsolicited advice on this podcast. Call in to hear Tom's voice.
Request Tom's voice.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
Tom,
Uh-oh.
I'm going to violently attack you now.
How does that make you
How does that make you feel? Well, in the past, couple sentences, Tom seems like a very happy, well-rounded person. This next song, I was shocked and appalled. I was scared. I was flipping through my phone while he was recording the lyrics, and I looked over and I was like, what?
I actually got inspiration to add another verse to this song on my way here, but I can't talk about it till after the song.
Well, wouldn't you know?
Wait a minute. Do you have the instrumental?
I can't just sing it on
Just
the
turn it
spot.
on.
Yeah, you should. You should.
But
Just sing it on the spot.
No, let's just listen to it.
Okay, so Craig did do a version where he added an extra verse on there, but it's singing. So we'd have to take the singing out, but, here we go.
Oh, is there anything you want to tell us about the song?
Yeah, is there anything you want to tell us, Tom?
Let's just say, like Tino said, I seem like a very happy, jovial type of human being who just loves the world and people. And that is dead wrong. I pretty much, my faith in humanity hangs on a thread, and I have zero tolerance for people with an IQ lower than the room temperature.
Wow.
So,
I mean, in
okay.
Tucson, it gets pretty hot here. Okay, you ready?
Let's do this. So I had actually
that ending.
I looked over. I was like, "What?"
That ending is everything.
I will say, Tom, I've had this song stuck in my head. I do listen to it quite frequently.
Me too. So I was actually mixing this myself on FL Studio, and when it got to that last line, the meter on the mixer just went straight into the red.
Oh yeah.
So I had to put like little record volume effects on there. So when it got to that point, I like cranked it way down.
How do you feel about that song, Aaron?
I love it. I love it. I was very surprised, especially by the ending.
The next verse is going to be about the jaywalker on Speedway wearing all black who decided to walk in front of me at an incredibly slow pace.
Wait, but I think that verse should be like the way the song ends still.
Yeah, I'm going to put it in the middle, you know.
So those are the 8 songs we worked on. I'm looking forward to mixing them and writing more music. How many songs do you think will be on this album, Tom?
I would be happy if we could just finish one. I don't know. I guess 8, maybe 12.
I think 12 would be a good number.
Yeah, 12 is a good number.
But I want to take more time on those last 4 songs.
And maybe do a deluxe version that includes the demos.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
No, that includes the demos to the song.
Like deluxe 30, double LP.
I have grown tired.
No, yeah, I like the songs. The up tempo ones are really funny. The mellow ones, I'm not sure where they'll fit in. I'm not sure yet. But I mean, this is y'all project. I'm just throwing my opinion in there.
Well, the slow ones could be a little like not faster, but we could add something else, another element to it.
Yeah, I should be executive producing the album. That's what it should be.
Executive producer.
Exactly.
Wow.
You're all okay with that?
Let's take a vote. All in favor of Aaron not being executive producer?
2. We can go to polls.org or whatever.
Well, I tried.
Then we'll be singing more songs about monkeys and trunks and
No.
Tom's medical issues.
Oh man. I definitely want to do another song.
You have to hear the last episode though, because I really get mad at Aaron.
Why?
Because
that's right. I have the album cover too.
Oh, Aaron's making the album cover. He didn't like the one I made. What were your thoughts on my album cover?
What album cover?
Oh no, both of you guys.
I saw it.
I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
I sent it to you a long time ago, Tom.
No, but I have a concept.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
I have a concept for the album cover.
A concept?
Yes.
Okay, let me see. I just got.
Essentially, it'll be me on the cover.
Wow. I'm having trouble finding this. Anyways, I'll probably look it up later. But yes, it is a good.
No, I can.
Then we'll have another song. I have grown tired of Aaron stealing all our credit.
No,
Here you
no,
go,
no,
Tom.
no.
Remember, you said I spelled your name wrong.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't remember it.
Why?
I don't know, Kent. It just seems so watery. It's watered down.
Oh, brother.
Exactly.
Okay, I can see it. It sucked.
I
had fun.
mean, for a certain type of music, I could see it, but
Or maybe this should be the cover.
Yeah, that's the cover.
I can draw us a cover.
That would be
Tom's
cool.
gonna draw one.
Okay. Yeah, that would be cool. A drawn cover.
Let's see, what am I going to put? I'll put the car on there,
Yep.
and
Okay, well, that will be our
and then
poll
have the
then.
trunk of the car open
With a monkey in
monkeys in it.
perfect.
then-
or a monkey delivering mail. That's what I want.
With the cops in the background.
Standing on the fallen monkeys.
All right.
Okay. Well,
Gonna sell 1 million albums.
Yep. Oh, and you and Antino should be in the car.
no, I'm not getting in that car again.
You have no choice. Drawing this.
We still got to get Aaron in that car.
Yeah, I was thinking of taking a picture of Aaron in the driver's seat, making it look like he's driving it.
That'll be the cover of Tom's voice. How's that? The single.
Okay.
We'll put that on a single.
And we'll have to like actually get monkeys and put them in the trunk.
Okay, fine. I'm not executive producing, but I will be the record label owner. How is that?
What?
Whatever he
Getting
can,
worse.
whatever he can do to get a cut of the $5 we're gonna make from this album.
I know, we show up and Aaron's like, I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further.
You did this album pro bono. You have to do your next album that way too. And if you sell enough, maybe by your 10th album, we'll cut you a check.
Unfortunately, that's not too far from the truth of what happened.
Unless you're Justin Bieber and you get famous from a YouTube video.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always do that, Tom. We just got to record you on the corner.
That reminds me. I'm sorry. I don't know if you
Better
guys
not be
actually
another
had
psychology.
like an agenda to go over, but when Craig was talking about those like donut things called Tim Biebs, I am still laughing about that today. Yeah, so there's at Tim Hortons, they have these things called Tim Biebs, but I usually don't pay attention to Justin Bieber anyway. And I was like, yes, he is one of us. Welcome to the fold.
The Tim Biebs.
I don't know why I keep laughing about that. Every time I think about it, I just start busting up laughing. And my wife is like, what's so funny? I'm laughing about Tim Biebs again. It's just so funny. You had to have listened to the podcast.
You need to buy some Tim Biebs online somehow.
I know, right? She says, I only listen to the podcast when you're in it.
Thanks, Tom's wife.
So, yeah, Craig, if you're listening, we have to collaborate somehow.
Yes. Well, he's going to be mixing this stuff. What do you think we can do? Because we could send him things. And he plays guitar, too. So if we had like a bass drum track and he just played like a strumming thing, I don't know. Or if he played a song and we tried recording over it.
Then I can play the trumpet.
Yes, Tom's trumpet. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think this stream is coming to an end.
That's too bad.
Aaron's still on his phone.
I am doing record label
Record label, what?
manager.
Aaron, you never
Managerial.
listen. We need to go to therapy. Whenever we're doing a podcast, Aaron just sits there on his phone the whole time.
The whole darn time.
No.
Actually, you know what? Before we stop this, I'm going to have to try to do this last final thing. You know how hard it was to get this set up?
No.
Neither do I, but it was a lot of fun. I have to do you know what OBS Studios is?
No.
Okay. Well, I had to get all that working. So I'm going to go to my downloads. I'm going to open this thing. And then I'm going to... Oh, I can't do it. I should have done it before the podcast. Anyways. Thank you all.
It won't show it?
You know what? It might, actually. I would have to go to sources, and I would have to go to window capture, and I would have to change it to that picture.
Tune
I'm not
in
sure what it
next
is.
week to hear the prequel. Unless you weren't listening to the live stream. In which then it will be in chronological order.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
And will be very confusing.
Pain and confusion.
there you go.
Confusion.
Thanks for
Love that
listening.
song.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Thank you for joining us live. All of our people on YouTube.
Yeah,
It was kind of an experiment, but
we're gonna try to do more. This was the first time.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna be live streaming every time we record now, though, because why not? I mean, we're already doing it.
okay, video then.
We'll
Video.
try to do a video. Thanks, guys. We'll run the poll online. See, livepolls.org, guys.
Right.
Hit it up. Thanks, Tom. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Tom, for being on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you, Tom.
Man, the beginning of the podcast, we needed humor, so we brought Tom. The end of the podcast. Who's that guy sitting over there? Man, I think you're going to get another ride in that car, and this time I'm going to do a legit burnout.
Okay, well, here, this is how we'll fade out.
Ue ho mu